Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Robinson here, and Sophia wants to know, how do you find the total cost of a meal with sales tax and a tip? So we're going to talk about gratuity. Gratuity is a tip, the amount of extra money given for good service provided by a person. Note, the tip is found by multiplying the tip rate by the total of the bill. So here's an example. Dr. R and his wife spent $50 on dinner. If tax is 8% and he wants to leave a 15% tip of the total bill with tax, how much will Dr. R leave? All right, so let's get our calculator and find how much our bill is going to be with tax. So the bill is $50, and there's tax of 8%, so we multiply that by 8%. Percent sign, and that'll give us $4, which is the tax. We're going to take that $4, add it on to the $50, and that'll give us the total bill of $54. That's without leaving a tip. Now, if you remember in my other video, you can also take $50, multiply it by 1 plus the 8%, because that's the formula for sales tax. So second percent, and this will give us the total cost with sales tax. So that's how you can get $54. So let's bring that over here. So $54 is the total cost with the sales tax. Now, now that we know that, Dr. R wants to leave a 15% tip based on the $54 bill. So let's find our amount of tip. Just curious what he's going to leave the waiter. So let's clear everything. So $54 times 15%. Because if you remember, you multiply the price by the tip rate, and that'll give you the amount of tip. So he's going to leave the waiter $8.10. So if you want to know what the amount of tip is, there's the tip, $8.10. Now he's going to leave the $54 for the sales tax with the dinner price, and he's got to leave the tip for the waiter to have for himself. So let's see what the total is going to be. So let's add those two things up. So $54 plus tip for the waiter, $8.10. That's for the good service. Dr. R will leave $62.10. So 50 times 8%, that gave us the $4. That was the amount of tax, and we added that with the dinner. That gave us a total bill of $54, and I used the formula for sales tax from my other movie. And then my new thing is take the $54, multiply it by the sales tax rate, by the tip rate, and that'll give us the amount of money we leave for the waiter, $8.10. Then you add that up with the price of the meal and sales tax, and that'll give you a total amount of $82.10. So that's how you find that question that Sophia asked. Okay, here's one for you. Joanne and L spent $5,000 on the dinner. If tax is 9% and he wants to leave a tip of 20%, that's a nice tip. How much will L leave including tax? So see how we did it in the last example. This is pretty much similar. So check it out. If you need to go back to the other question, go right ahead. I hope you understood what went on today. Use your calculator to help you out. If you don't understand, rewatch the video and write down your questions. Bring them in tomorrow. I'll be glad to go over it with you. So this is Dr. Robinson signing off. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.